Today we're going to talk a little bit about how to sell your stamps on eBay. First you went through checking through your books, your collection, matching them all up into groups, getting them all into the sleeves, deciding on what price you want to sell them. Now before you decide that, do some checking. Check some of the auction. The internet is unreal. You can go to any of the auction houses. I, of course, like going to cherry stone auctions. That seems to be my nice one. Or find your stamp value. Those are a few of the really good places to check it out. That way you get an idea of what your stamp is worth. Gives you a really good idea. And then I thought, learning all about eBay, especially at my age, I'm a senior. I'm 67. So I go, this is going to be hard for me. But you know what? It was so easy. I really enjoyed it. It was neat. Okay, so you'll go to eBay and you'll set up. You'll have to have an account at the bank because they'll ask you for your account number. Then they'll ask you for the bank's routing number. So you'll fill that in and stuff. Of course, with your name, address, the whole works, phone number. Okay, and then you'll turn around and you'll put the title of your stamps, like, some of the old U.S. postage stamps. We'll take like for this one. Okay, now if you look at this one, you'll know that the brown and the green has some really nice value. Okay, on these U.S. stamps. So you turn around and you've done your checking. So you would put the title. And then there's some recommendations. Whether it's used, if it's ungraded, uncertified, so you go click some of those. Okay, and then after that you go to, where it says click for more details. And you can write the country that the stamp was made, So you can always turn around and just put them in where the stamps are made. And stuff. So you'll do that. And then after that, you add pictures. So let's take like this one here. So first I took a picture of all 5 of them together before I put them in this sleeve. This is part of packaging. But I took a picture of all 5. If you notice, these 2 are the same. These are all the same, just different value, but they're all from Palestine. So I turned around and took a picture of all of them together. Then I took a picture, because you can put up to 12 pictures. So then I put a picture of each one individually. And then after that, in the exact order that I have them, that I took my first original picture, I just flipped them over so that I could take a picture of the back, because everyone wants to see the back of the stamp. Because some of it can be bad, some of it can be good, some perfect condition. But you need to show it all. That way you're not deceiving anybody. Show it all. Okay, so then you'll upload these pictures. And it's so easy, because it's just drag it on. Click your first one, press shift, click the last one, and all those in between will light up. And then put open, and it goes right up, right into the spot it's supposed to be. Then after that, you can choose either buy it now or go to auction. And then if you go to auction, put your beginning bid. Some people like auction because, people fight about the stamps and you can get a lot of good money. But I prefer, myself, to just buy it now. Give my set price, and that's that. Let them do their own research, and they can turn around and see what the value is. In your description, you can put, okay, I went to this place, this site, and this is what they're asking for, stamp number 3. Those are all extra added bonuses, so they can go and check it out themselves and learn all the details about that one particular stamp that could be very valuable. And like maybe going for this one here would be one of them. We know that center one's valuable. So they could always go and check. They'll see how many perforation they have to count, or the measurements, so they know exactly the value, and then see how much lower you're selling the price and how much money they can make. Because some people do it as a living. They'll go and they'll buy them only to resell them at an auction for the real value. So, they could look at that one and say, oh, she's got a really nice, low price on that one there. And I know I can make, $5,000-$10,000 on it from what she had sold it for sure. So there's a lot of that goes on. That's another nice one I like. Top one was different, but these three are all the same. Really neat. Trying to show them all to you as I go. Okay, then when you get to the shipping, well, I always figure it out, the extra shipping, and add it into my price. This is from China. If you notice, these is written on. The value is changed. A big difference, huh? In the value. So we know that, a lot of times, especially with China and everything, that the writing that's on it can make a big difference on whether that stamp's valuable or whether it's just a regular stamp and, the age of it is good and all that stuff. But when you go from 2 cents to $20, that was a big change. Okay, but of course I stuck with the same person on both of them. So that one's going to be the valuable one. All right. So when you go to pay and everything, I kind of figure the shipping charge and everything on it. So I kind of add that to the price so it can be like free shipping, except for if it's way overseas. Because remember, the internet is worldwide. Now this one here, I made sure in my description, because you do have an area in the description for any little mistakes there may be or anything of extra value that would make it more valuable to you. You can get more for it. Be like this one. These two are attached. So that makes a difference. Because sometimes sheets of a stamp is very valuable, even though the stamp itself may not be. But the fact that it's a whole sheet can make it very valuable. So these two being together could make that one very valuable. Okay, and then we have these here. Now these, there's always plenty of them. So we just put them together as a set. Now this one, I really like this one. Look at that. Different portraits. And they went through the second printing. Once for the colored one and then once for the black and white portrait in the center. So that makes a nice difference too. Always good. You have to look at all the details. And if you notice the details, point them out. Point them out. See now, these are very valuable. This one right here especially. Because these are all simple one color, but this one's a two-colored one. It's a 2 cents from Jamaica. But it's the fact that it's like a black and white inside. That's what makes it valuable. It's a 2 pence and a half penny. See how it's mixed? Instead of being 1 penny or half penny. So here you have the collection. Half penny, 1 penny, 2 pence, and a half penny. But this is the good one out of this group. So see, all these little details are what people want to know about. Those are the details you tell them about. So your stamp receives the proper value. Okay. So then if you're selling, way overseas and everything, there's another area where for the shipping they can have it according to where they are. You know, where they're located. Because at the beginning you put where you're located. You know, if you're in the U.S. and, you know, for me it's the U.S. But where they may be located, then there might be an extra charge. And you'll see that because it'll say you pay $4.30 to $4.75. Because the scale will let them know according to where they are from where you are. So that's the extra. Other than that, if they're in the U.S., you know, give them free shipping. Because then it won't be so bad. And make sure you have that in your price too. Which is what I do. I make sure that's in my price. So there'll be free shipping. Unless you're really overseas, you're going to have to chip in on that. Alright? Okay, hope you've enjoyed my bringing this to you. Be sure to sub me, join me as a friend, and we'll bring you some more. Alrighty, bye-bye.